I had a heart transplant almost 2 years ago in December, and I wanted to, just give back because I'm so grateful to my donor.
Donate Life is a family, and now they're a part of that family, and it's been an honor to decorate the Florograph of their son.
To me, making this for his family, for this family, is like I'm doing it over again for my son, and I'm putting we're putting all of our efforts, to make it look good, for the family to enjoy.
It's hard to put into words what it means to actually be able to do this for her. I know she's excited to come out here and be part of the activities in December, and I'm just hoping that she's happy with it.
Unfortunately, I've never been able to contact my donor, so I dedicated my life to doing this kind of work in honor of my donor family and my donor, because it's my way of giving back to them and what they did for me.
We also work with young children, and we enjoy inspiring them. And I think it was a coincidence that we were able to do this for him.
Teddy reminds me a lot of my son, who, when I was going through my transplant experience, I've had 2 transplants, was just roughly the same age. So he's a hero to his family, he's a hero to us.
It just means being able to give back, that she gave something, and just by us coming here and spending our time, that we can give just a little bit back and, honor what she gave.
Thank you so much for sharing the story of your loved one, and hopefully this Florograph will help you heal from your loss and make you happy and remember your loved one.
I come out because it's important to me. A lot of being one of the younger members who actually come and do Floragraphs, a lot of people say, what a way to spice up your college applications, but it's not about that at all. It's about being a human being and connecting to another human being.
I think we want to honor Julio and his family and capture the spirit that this young man definitely had. So that's why we're doing our best to see if we can bring that out.
Well, our son was on a Florograph recipient in 2012.
From a parent's perspective, I lost my son also, so I know where they're coming from, and it's not an easy road to walk, but the steps get easier.
I'm just so thrilled to be here. It's very difficult to put into words what Michael has given to so many other people. It's just really overwhelming.
It's a special opportunity for us to be able to do something, this amazing, but also it allows us to be part of this family without meeting them yet. So it's a once in a lifetime opportunity for us.
We just felt really in touch with this little boy as we were doing his picture. Kind of felt, how sad for such a young life to be lost, and we just hope the family appreciates it and that it touches their heart as much as he's touched ours.
It's an unusual experience. It's really hard to describe. You kind of bond with the person, even though, because you're staring at his face for hours on end.
It's kind of hard to think that, he's not here with us. I'm not going to get to meet him.
I work at Cedars-Sinai in the transplant program. The Floragraphs I've been doing for the last 4 or 5 years, and it's the closest thing I can get to actually knowing the families, knowing the people and their stories.
My daughter passed away 3 years ago, and we donated her kidneys and liver. And it's been a very rewarding experience trying to make something positive out of something negative. It's also my way of spreading the word of how wonderful this organization is.
Doing the Floragraphs of the donor families it's really special to me, because being a liver recipient, it's a way that I can honor them and the families that made the decision to donate.
My daughter Brittany was a donor. She was a Florograph last year, and so I wanted to give back and be a part of this process because I can relate to the family and know what they're going through.
I'm also a donor mom, and so this is such an honor for us as donor parents.
He served our country for 25 years, and then for 15 years worked at a mortuary comforting people. And so it was the least we could do to comfort him and show honor to him for his service to our country.
This was the first infant organ donor in Oklahoma.
and we're doing this Florograph in her honor.
My cousin donated one of her kidneys to her husband 14 years ago, and it has become a big moment in our lives when we can help the parents of donors see their loved ones go on.
I don't have a personal contact with organ donation, but this has really opened my eyes to the importance of it.
Because I am an organ recipient of a kidney, and I never got to meet the person to help me out, to give me a better life and extend my life. And I very much appreciate the opportunity to do this because it's my way of saying thank you and giving back to people that were so generous.
She loved to play practical jokes, which we can see it in her eyes, and I'm excited to get ready to do those eyes because they're just, you can see life in them. She saved a lot of people with organs and tissue.
This is my third one. I used to do them with my husband, who was a kidney transplant recipient, and unfortunately we lost him in May. So it was something I really wanted to do to carry on for John.
My older daughter donated a kidney to her sister. So I'm a mom of both the donor and the recipient.
I am a living donor. I donated to my father, so I'm actually very honored to be able to do the State Trooper today.
13 years ago, I received a lung transplant 14 and a half years ago, and was so grateful for the gift that I received that I said we must do something to promote organ donation. And so I wrote a letter to One Legacy, which got the float started, which I'm very, very proud of.
When we read the story of Terrence, it felt very familiar because it felt like it was like my grandpa as well. It honors me to be able to do this for you, to make this Florograph for you, to honor him the best we can.
You can't help but get drawn to him when you sit here and you look at him for hours, and then you know that this Florograph is going to be seen by everybody in the Rose Parade. And even more importantly for us, I think, is that the parents are going to have this and see it, and the family is going to know how much care and thought went into this wonderful, wonderful boy who represents a wonderful family.
He was a father of 4, and his wife, Joan, decided to donate his corneas and his kidney. It was a blessing that his eyes were able to be donated so they could live on through others and see the world.
My grandfather was on dialysis for such a long time, so we understand how hard it is to wait, really. And so this is my 3rd year, I believe, as a committee member.
I'm a living donor, so I get to see how a gift actually somebody can really benefit a family, not just a single person, but a family and a community gets to benefit from a gift so great.
I work for Cedars in the transplant department, so I work with donors, living donors and recipients, so I see what a gift this is and how special these donors' families are, and I just wanted to give back as part of that.
I love doing this. I can't wait till December to come back each year. It's a great honor to do this for all the families that can't make it out here to Pasadena, but their Floragraphs will get done by beautiful people that would honor to do them. I just thank you guys so much from the bottom of our hearts.
My son passed away. We donated all his organs. It's just been an honor. We lost a son, but we gained a family with Donate Life. It's hard every year, but it gets much better. We know that they're not gone. Their legacy lives on.
This is Dr. Michael Edelston, and he lived in Maryland, and he was 66 years old when he passed, and he donated his corneas. We got a very lovely letter from his wife.
My sister died many, many years ago, and we were able to donate almost all of her organs back in '96. So I come here every year, and it just makes me feel good to see other people that were able to do the same things that we did, that turned a tragedy into something that had positive effects.
First of all, I would like to say that we're very honored to be able to make this Florograph for the family and for everyone, to have it be on the float. Was able to help people in the military, and even after, he was able to save 3 people with his organ donations.
I came here not knowing what to expect today, and the fact that I got the opportunity to work on Adam's Florograph means a lot, and I think it definitely puts in perspective
the positiveness that could come out of something that's hard.
Every year it's special. I mean, we meet new families, we work on new Floragraphs. As a recipient, coming from a recipient family, it's just such an awesome feeling to see some of the people that have donated.
I've been working on floats since I was 13 with my church, and then when I started working at Cedars, it just means so much to work with my patients and then come here and do this, and it just brings more meaning to my job.
My husband passed away and was on the float last year, and I flew back here this year to do the Florograph for Eli.
What about you, Matt?
He came into the world a beautiful baby boy. He looked perfect, but he had some complications. He donated his heart valves.
This is my 4th year doing a Florograph, and my sister-in-law donated her kidney to her husband, and so did my nephew to his dad. So I'm very connected to organ donation and the beauty it can give a life.
I'm here, to volunteer and to help commemorate these wonderful people who donated to help the lives of others.
He was a known basketball star, and he had a nickname,
Hawaiian Superman.
And we think that's very fitting of him. We think he just looks like an absolute generous spirit, and it's been such an honor today being here on behalf of his family to decorate this on their behalf.
I'm a 2-time living donor. I donated my right kidney to my uncle in 2001 and part of my liver to a 9-month-old baby girl in 2009.
I am a liver recipient. I received a liver transplant in 2008. This year's special for me because I will be riding the float.
My life was saved in 2009 when I received a kidney and pancreas transplant from a 17-year-old girl that died in a car accident. I've never had the blessing of meeting her family, but I consider my life a gift now.
I mean, you just think that he helped 30 people heal from whatever they had with his donations is amazing. Yeah, and that was his whole life, was healing people as a paramedic.
I appreciate, somebody donating organs because my husband's organ donor was 16. So that he got a liver in 2010. So we're very, very thankful that people actually say yes to organ donation.
We really believe in the organization, have met wonderful people, and we are always so honored to have a part in doing the Floragraphs and bring some joy to the family and seeing their loved one recreated.
I've been doing it, this is my 6th year, and Lynn's been doing it for 10 years. So we just really enjoy coming and doing the Floragraphs and seeing that person come to life. We're honoring each Florograph that we do.
I mean, I'm here living because a couple of people decided they wanted to give of themselves, and they're my heroes. Joseph is a hero. His family are heroes. And I think the best way that we can say thank you is to give forward. And that's why I'm here. That's why we're here.